Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, I'm bringing it to you. Land for sale, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. No credit check, no bank required. Why? Because you're going to do owner financing. But there's a little caveat that we're going to have to discuss first. So stay tuned and welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And yes, your eyes does not deceive you. The new SSN Nation logos, SSN Academy, SSN University. That's right. Let me know what you guys think about the new channel art, please. And once again, thank you so much for being here. Please share the videos. You know why? Because you never know who you're going to be able to help. And I always have to point out, the members of the channel, I have to thank them very much. And now YouTube posts the little icons here. And how do you become a member? You hit the join button over here on the right hand side. You receive special messages under the community tab specifically for you. And you can join me on any live stream, whether you're in person or with an icon, either way, or on Wednesday nights. Only members with the icon, members that have joined the channel, can be in the chat room. So please show a little bit extra support if you don't mind. And that's only if you can hit this join button over here on the right hand side. Now, let's get into this land, shall we? And before I get into the land, let's talk about, I might as well just say, sponsored by SSN Lifestyle. All right? There'll be a link down below for that. If you want passive income, residual income, business opportunities, go check it out. And other perks besides that alone. That's just the tip of the iceberg. All right. Now, let's get into this, because on the live streams, we've talked about this several times. Remember, I have talked about discount lots. Once again, they are having a California blowout sale. It expires today. That is the funny thing right there. Cali 20 for everybody on podcast, CALI 20, but oftentimes they do have promotions, sometimes 10% off, sometimes 20% off. But I just wanted to show you right now, here's 20% off. Buying your dream land is easy as 1, 2, 3. Fill out the form, choose a suitable payment plan, complete your purchase. That's pretty much it. There's not much more to this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go through this. This is going to be short and sweet, because not only am I going to talk about discount lots, but this is because it's no qualifying. It's owner financed. And it makes your life a lot simpler. Now, let's get into the caveats. Here's the North America, United States, including Hawaii. Of course, it's going to be on the Big Island with where the volcanoes are. But nonetheless, lots on the Big Island, all over the United States, in a few states it looks like. What is about 10 states maybe, including Florida, including California, including Nevada, including Arizona. Yeah, it's amazing. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you something shortly, and I might even do it right now. Why not? Here's the land that we're talking about oftentimes that's sitting there vacant. All right? Now, notice down here at the bottom, yes, we do see the $8,999. We see the $5,999. We see just $199 a month, $179. But notice the zoning. No zoning. Well, that could be good and that could be bad. It's not a win either way, but what is necessary is, if you're going to mess around with land, you have to have a plan. All right, look at this. 10 acres here in Presidio, Texas. 5 acres in Hudspeth, Texas, 10 acres again in Presidio. All right, so if you're going to go out here and buy these 10 acres or 5 acres, you better have a plan, especially if there's no water, no electricity, and no sewer. And all this stuff about I'm just going to pitch a tent out there, well, unless you're adept at camping and figuring out what to do when there's no facilities whatsoever, I would not suggest it. And I still wouldn't suggest it unless you have some sort of hunting experience. So anyhow, all I'm trying to say is this. You have to have a plan. So again, I mentioned this on the live stream before. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually show you guys a video that only people on the live streams have seen. You're going to see a video when I used to buy land from landauction.com. They're no longer in business, but I'm in their infomercial. If anybody's ever seen their infomercial like 20 years ago now or 15 years ago, then you guys know what I'm talking about, and some of you might have heard of Land Auction. But I'm going to roll a video here sometime during this video that I'm making, and it's a blast from the past, so you guys will be able to check it out.
Land. There's no better time to buy than now, and no easier way to buy it than at the big public land auction coming to a city near you. You bid, you win, you're a landowner.
We were maybe $3,000 less than what we expected to pay, so we're very happy. Very happy.
Very. We got a great deal for 2.5 acres of land.
Hundreds of parcels must be sold, from city lots to 10, 20, even 100-acre parcels. Now you can get clear titled land at auction prices. Call to register now to reserve your seat. It's free, and you get the complete auction catalog. You don't need to be a real estate expert to bid.
This is my first time, and it was so easy.
I love to work with them, and this is the first time I'm being here, but I'm planning to come back more and more and buy more properties.
Check out the properties you like. Look at maps online and at the auction. Do your homework, then attend the auction and win.
Great property. It was 5 acres, and I'm planning to do a lot with it, but I want to buy more properties now. That's why I'm here.
Land auction buying power means no middleman, no real estate commissions, and it's an auction, so you set the price.
I walked in and it was super simple.
You can get property 20%, 30% below retail value if you actually went there.
Down payments as low as $100, and Land Auction has easy financing available right at the auction.
Land Auction financing was no problem whatsoever, sailed right through the process.
I'm not going to recommend Land Auction to anybody because then I'm going to give all the good deals away.
Visit landauction.com to see our auction calendar. Get ready to reserve your seat and come to the public land auction right in your city. It's free. It's fun. It's like nothing else.
Landauction.com.
Let me get into the most devastating part that most people, when they would go buy land such as online like this, they wouldn't even go look at it. Now, here's 10, let's go 10 acres in the middle here, all right, in Presidio. Where's these 10 acres? You have markers? Have you walked out here to check where it is? Is it on the middle of the railroad tracks? I mean, where is it exactly? And so people will buy these because they're looking like, oh, it's only $179 a month, it's $9,000. And then they walk out there and they can't find it as A. If they can find it, then they find out, wait a minute, it's in the middle of that field. No road is there. If you want to build a road to go there, you're going to be cutting through somebody else's property. So you need to know if there's any easements so you can get through in case somebody does build something and then they say, we don't want you to use you can't go through our land. All these little things add up, and that's why sometimes these properties seemingly are cheap. They're cheap for a reason. No water, no sewer, no electricity to it. And then you find out you're landlocked. You don't want to be in that situation. That's why you have to do your own due diligence with any investment you do, your own due diligence. All right? So just keep that is your main thing. Do not buy something that you have not figured out how to go check it out. Go look at it. Go talk to the county, talk to the city, whoever you need to talk to, you need to find out how far are the utilities away, if there's none. Because if they're a mile away, you might as well forget about it. That's going to cost you over $100,000 just to get some utilities there like electricity. All right, I'm just saying, never mind about water and sewer and all the rest of it. So just think about that in itself when you're out here doing this. Now, the story is that I was getting ready to tell you is I used to do land, and there's a caveat with land. When home prices go down, land prices go down. They get even cheaper because nobody wants the land when your home drops $100,000, $200,000 in prices. So that's why I'm bringing this up today, and the 20% off if you want to do something. But keep your eye on the prize. If you go through discount lots and you see a lot in an area, you need to go out to that area. Do not buy it. Just go out to that area, get the lay of the land, find out where they're building something, like in Palm Springs. For some weird reason, Disney is building a project out there in the middle of the desert where there's no water. Unbelievable. Talking about storyline, story time, resort or something. I'm just like in shock. So people in Palm Desert, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage potentially could have an increase in home prices and increase in land prices. So you would go to a couple of these. We're talking about discount lots. I'm going to talk about Land Moto too. You can go there, check out their lots, and you may find a lot that's close to the Disney area. If you did, that would have been a great bargain for you to buy, right? In my opinion, if Disney somehow pulls it off, I'm just concerned about water. But if Disney they've broken ground, so if they actually pull this off, property values near Rancho Mirage is going to increase because those homes are going to be priced higher than most homes in that area, or equal to the top tier pricing. But what I'm trying to get to is make sure you do a lot of different things before and get your markers. If you can find the markers on the lot, well, I say lots, but if you can find markers, make sure. If you have no zoning, you call the county and say, hey, what does no zoning mean? Can I put a mobile home out here, manufactured home? Can I make it commercial out here? What can I do? You need to know before, and then you formulate your plan. And I'll say it again, this is going to end up being longer than I want it to be. But here's the thing. A friend of mine, when I was doing the land auctions, and in fact, the guy saw me buying stuff all the time, and he actually came up to me and he goes, man, I seen you one time and I can't believe I was going to get these 20 acres out in the middle of the desert, and it went for like 14 grand. And it was in the Riverside County. And I was like, and this is California I'm referring to, 14 grand, 20 acres. And so then I was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. All those acres, they're either landlocked or they don't have any water, sewer, garbage, nothing. And he says, no worries, I have a plan. And his plan was basically ATV, recreational park, make jumps for motorcycles, make the hills or whatever, and make it for ATV. They can bring their stuff out and do ATV stuff out there and make it this some sort of this mound and dirt track and all this stuff. 20 acres, you can do that. And then he said, and then he's going to bring out the concession stand and food and sell it on site. I said, that's a winner. Long as you have road access to get there and you're not landlocked. So then he goes, oh, I didn't even think about the landlock or the road access. I said, see, that's why these properties are so cheap. Most of them are landlocked. So then I see him another 3 months later. I see him again. He runs up to me and he goes, man, there's these 20 acres out there in Riverside County, almost by Palm Springs, man. I might be able to pull this off. So I told him, this is at a live auction, not like what we're looking at here on discount lots. But I said, hey, there's like 6 or 7 of them. So I just told him, hey, where's it at? In the auction listing. And he goes, there's 2 I'm interested in, but before the 2 come up, there's like 3 before that one that are like 10 acres out near there and 3 acres or whatever. I said, okay, then what you do is you start the bidding out for the one that you know, because you went out there and checked everything out, the one that you can live with, but you really don't want to buy it because you're the fourth and the fifth one, let's say, is the one you want. So you're just actually just bidding up the price a little bit early. You're not really buying it, but just make an early bid just to get people started because you want them to get rid of their bullets. That's what I always called it, right? You want people who came and figured they're going to buy one property or two. You want them to bid the $10,000, the $20,000, the $30,000 because early on in the auction, people are bidding crazy. So sure enough, it comes down to he gets it comes down to it. It's an hour later probably, and he gets 20 acres in the desert, $6,000 and something. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to think about this. All right. So I talked about that, and I'm not going to talk about much more here other than here's stuff in the Mojave Desert. See, this is not for the faint of heart. You don't go out here without a plan. You have to have a plan. If you're going to buy anything in the desert, you're going to have to deal with water, and you're going to have to deal with 100-degree temperatures in the summertime, and maybe not after summer sometimes. So just think about that. And the zoning, again, I'm repeating myself because a lot of people are out here going, man, I'm going to go out here and buy these lots. I've seen it all before. Then they go out here sight unseen. They get there and they're just like, oh, there's rocks. I can't build anything out here. They're thinking they're going to build. You can't build if there's no electricity and there's no water coming out there. And if there's no sewer, you're going to have to put in a septic system, even if you do have electricity and water. So you need to know the terrain if you can actually put a septic system in the damn ground. All right, so just keep that in mind. So I'm going to show you guys another site, and this one is Landmodo. They actually have owner financed land as well that you can see. So this is pretty awesome. And once again, Florida is right here, Sunshine State. That's Florida. Punta Gorda, in fact, it's 0.16 of an acre, and it looks like there's a dirt road out here. So at least you know there's road. There's somebody's house right here, but we don't know if they're on septic system, and we don't know if there's electricity and water running through here. But this could potentially be a good deal for somebody if they like this area. But again, it's undeveloped. And see, you need to know if there's going to be something built in this area that's going to make your property go up in value. Here goes something else in Texas from Landmodo. Build your dream home in Mojave. Once again, see, again, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have a plan if you're going out here in the middle of the desert. Because sometimes you can have, like, they'll show it on here, alfalfa farms. You can have, like, whatever can grow in the desert, right? Hell, cactus. I mean, you could do a bunch of things in the desert. So, but you're going to need water. I'm just saying. Kingman, Arizona, 0 down. 1.25 acres. Well, if you've been to Kingman, you would understand why this is not a shocker. But again, this looks like desert to me. No water, no sewer, no garbage, and it's $3,000. That's pretty cheap, but you're getting what you pay for. Now, if you come up with a plan, then that would be one hell of a deal, but it's in Kingman, Arizona. I don't know if you guys have been there before. I have, because once again, roaming around, checking out property, you run through a lot of places, and then when you're driving through, you're just going, wait a minute, they used to sell at Kingman, Arizona at landauction.com. Let me go over here. What's the next auction coming up? Let me go see what this property looks like over here. And 9 times out of 10, like I said, it's landlocked, or there's no utilities or services coming to it. So then it's like, and there's nothing major happening in the city, so there's no reason to do anything. You don't want to put yourself behind the 8 ball to go, I'm own land. You never want to say, I own land for the sake of owning land, all right? Somebody gives you land, fine. But you don't want to hold this stuff because you pay taxes on this every year. You don't get to just sit there. You're losing money every year if you don't have a plan in place. You can't afford to pay $100, $200 a month, whatever it is, for something that's sitting there not generating you any money. That's not an asset, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so now I'm getting ready to go, and I just wanted to show this today early for you because 20% off. at Discount Lots is good for today, whether you pay in full with cash or if you finance it. But again, no credit check, no qualifying. And to my point again, here goes something from Landmodo, a 10-acre property. And look, it appears to me this is landlocked. So if you say, hey, I have a purpose for this 10-acre lot, then you need to go out here and check it out. And you need to find out who your neighbors are, because that easement situation needs to be handled right away, or if there may be a road that actually runs up to yours. But even if you find a dirt road out here in the middle of this 10 acres, which is looks like hundreds of acres that is sitting there vacant, you need to know where the road legally is. Not because there's a dirt road going by your property. You might not know the person that comes off of the street owns the property there. They can put a gate up and be like, I'm sorry, you can't go through here anymore. So just be very careful, all right? If you're going to do something like this, you got to go there, go find it, go look at it, know your neighbors, tell your neighbors, go talk to them. Hey, where's the legal road around here, the easement at? If they don't know, then you need to go to the county, and still, if they tell you, you still go to the county and double check it. All right? So all I'm saying is I'm just giving you some of them tools to go out here and make your best decisions, and then that way you will be successful. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, and some of you may have comments or questions, so please, down below in the comments section, just ask. I'll get back to you. YouTube has started hiding messages. I used to be able to answer all of them. Now they're putting them behind the scenes, talking about something about can't or hold or being held or something. I'm like, nobody's cursing or doing anything crazy. They're just basically blocking. Before I used to get every message. Now I don't. So I just wanted to let you know that. But you can make comments down below. You can send me an email at support@stopstrugglingnow.com. I'll answer you. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.